Hi friends, welcome to Sada Learning Hub. You are with me, Shada Shorao. Today's session we are going to learn most Java important questions, interview questions. The first question is, does Java supports multiple inheritance? Java doesn't supports multiple inheritance. We would also see how to achieve this using interfaces in Java. Why Java doesn't supports multiple inheritance? C++, Common Lisp and a few other languages supports multiple inheritance while Java doesn't support it. It is a jest to remove the ambiguity because multiple inheritance can cause ambiguity in few scenarios. One of the most common scenario is diamond problem. What is the diamond problem? If you see this diagram, this is the diamond problem. Consider the below diagram which shows the multiple inheritance as class D extends both class B and C. Now let's assume we have a method in class A and class B and C overrides that method in their own way. Wait, here is the problem comes because D is extending both B and C. So if D wants to use the same method, which method would be called the overridden method of B or the overridden method of C, the ambiguity. That's the main reason why Java doesn't support the multiple inheritance. That's why doesn't support multiple inheritance, but we can achieve this multiple inheritance by using the concept of interfaces. The next question is Java a pure object oriented language? The answer is depends on your definition of a pure in this context. Some will say that unless everything is an object, then it's not a pure. In Java, not everything is an object, so it is not a pure. Otherwise, we say it doesn't support all the structural requirement of a modern object orientation, including encapsulation, information or implementation hiding, state retention, object identity messages, polymorphism, and genericity. So, Java is a pure object oriented language. However, other might say it is not pure because one can the program is a procedural or a pseudo functional style and only use objects as containers for the data and are namespaces for the functions or as an abstract data types. Yes, others says it's a pure because it's fully supports solving the problem or representing a system using an object oriented styles. This is in contrast This is in a context to representing a problem using a modular programming, structural programming, or a data modeling approach. Finally, Java is a pure and non-pure. It depends on the persons and the discussions. The next question is: are arrays primitive data types? Yes, in Java, arrays are objects. That's why arrays are primitive data types. The next question is, what is the difference between path and class path? Now, path and class path are the operating system level environments variables. Path is used to define where the system can find the executables .exe files, and the class path is used to specify the location .class files. I can show practically what's the path and what's the class path, where those are available, and how to set the class path and class path. Now go to the Refresh my computers, properties, advanced system settings, environment variables. See here, this is the class path. I am putting the rt.jar, means all the classes available in rt.jar. That's why I'm putting the class path contains rt.jar classes, and coming to there, it's a bin. Bin contains all the Java API classes. Next, I'm show the path variable. This is the path which contains the JDK. Up to I'm giving the JDK. JDK contains all the executable files like Java, Java C, Java W, like all those things. This is regarding the class path. This is about path and the class path. Next, I'm going to discuss about what are the local variables. A local variables are those which are declared within the block of the code like methods. Local variables should be initialized before accessing them. If you see this example, I'm creating a public test class. In this test class, I'm creating a method one. In this, I'm declaring a two local variables. The first one is integer a, and the second one is boolean variable b. These are the two local variables. These two local variables only accessible within this method, and the local variables must and should be initialized. Next, I'm going to discuss about what is the default value of a local variables. The local variables are not initialized to any default values, neither primitives nor object references. If you try to use these variables without initializing them explicitly, the Java compiler will not compile the code. It will compile about the local variables not being initialized. It complains about the local variables is not being initialized. If you see here, I'm creating a one test class. In this test class, creating a one method, that is a method one. Here I'm declaring a two variables, those are the local variables a and b. I'm not initializing the a and b at here, but here I'm using the a variable. Whenever we are compile this program, the compiler automatically gives the compile time error. Local variables must and should be initialized. Otherwise, it gives the compile time error. The next question is, what is the instance variable? Instance variables are those which are defined at the class level. Instance variables need not be initialized before using them, as they are not automatically initialized to their default values. If you see this example, I am creating a one test class. In this test class, I am declaring a two instance variable. One is variable A and another one is instance variable B. Here the instance variables no need to initialized. Whenever we are compiling, automatically the instance variables will be initialized by their default values. Next question is how to define a constants variables in a Java. The variable should be declared as a static and final, so only one copy of the variable exists for all the instances of that class, and the value cannot be changed also. Static final int variables are the constants variables. If you see here, I'm creating a constants variables. This is a class test. This is the instance variable. Instance variable, that is the instance variable A. Here I am creating a constants variable, that is the max length. This is the max length. This is the constants variable. Constants variable must be declared with static and final. The constants variable is a shared variable across the project. This is the local variable, variable A. The next question is, should a main method be compulsory declared in all Java classes? Not required. Not required. Main method should be defined only if the source class is a Java application. Here, should a main method is compulsory declared in all Java classes. This is the public static void main method. It is no need to required to declare a main method in all Java classes. It may or may not. Main method declaration. The next question is, what is the return type of main method? The main method doesn't return anything, hence declared void. See here, if you declare if you see this main method definition, here public static void main. Here the void, it doesn't return anything. Main method doesn't return anything. That's why it is a void. Main method doesn't return anything. That's why it's a void.
Thank you so much watching this video. Hope this lesson helpful to you. Keep watching our lessons. Keep writing to us. Do not forget subscribe our channel Learning Hub because we have many sessions that would help you to develop our skills, and I will be back soon. Till then you take care. Bye bye.